James Harrison, pickpocket extraordinaire.
Hey!
Oh, this is not my wallet.
Did you ever hear about the 7 bells? It's a term used for pickpockets learning how to steal things. They would put bells on different pockets on a mannequin to facilitate the tactile functions of someone's body. So if the bell rang, that would usually indicate that someone felt what they were doing. And this has been in several movies. One of my personal favorites is a movie called Harry in Your Pocket. They had bells on a mannequin that they would practice lifting wallets and billfolds and all that kind of different stuff out of pockets. And if they did it poorly, the bells would ring, and if they did it right, there would be no noise at all. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It's made up. All my research, I've never seen anything about pickpockets using bells to learn how to pickpockets. I've only seen it in Hollywood. Hollywood's perpetuated this myth and so forth, and now it's part of culture. But it kind of makes sense. I mean, if you can dip into a pocket, dip is a pickpocket's term for reaching into a pocket. One would almost think that if you could do it smoothly enough that a sensitive thing like a bell wouldn't ring, then a person wouldn't feel it. But there are a lot of techniques that allow you to take things out of people's pockets that bells would ring like crazy. So it's kind of a weird way to practice. And why do I bring this up? Well, today we're going to learn with clothes pegs. We're going to learn putting these on purses. We're going to put them on sleeves. We're going to put them on pockets. We're even going to try and challenge you to see if you can put it on the inside of a jacket pocket without someone noticing. Let's get started. Now, what I need you to do is this. I am a huge fan of aggressive positivity. So on these clothes pegs, I want you on one side to write something aggressively positive. I want you to like I love your face with big exclamation points. You got this, bitch. You're effing amazing. You can't swear on YouTube. They don't like that. Well, I mean, you can, but they'll demonetize you. But on the other side, I want you to write a website. And it's called pegitforward.com. It's not my website. It's just a website about a particular magician who has remained nameless, putting clothes pegs on people at Disneyland with nice messages on them with pegitforward.com on it. He would walk around, he'd put them on backpacks, he'd put them on purses and all that kind of different stuff. And one day, he was asked to go into an unmarked room in one of the offices. And these big security people were nice enough to ask nicely, as opposed to just dragging him over. A gentleman walked in and mentioned to him that they know what he's doing. They have video recordings of him putting clothes pegs on people. And they wanted him to know that they knew what he was doing. And then they said, we want you to continue doing what you're doing. We like what you're doing. We just want you to know that we know you're doing it. With that being said, I'd like to continue on this tradition of putting clothes pegs with positive messages on people, because this allows you to get in close to people and there's no real harm in it, because what you've done is you've given them a clothes peg with a nice message on it, and everyone needs to hear a good message. So what we're going to do is this. First things first, I want you to take a clothespin, take your dummy, and just attach it to a sleeve. That's all I want you to do. Then you're going to practice other pockets. You're going to practice putting it on this pocket here. Someone reaches for something, this opens up, you're going to put it right there. You can even practice on the pants themselves onto the pocket. If you're feeling adventurous, I want you to try and get the collar right in here. Now, to get that spot, you have to use a bit of misdirection. You could be reaching in front of them and then put the clothes peg on that collar, or they could be looking somewhere that you have asked them to look this way as you put the clothespin on. If you want to really challenge yourself and you feel comfortable being in people's social spaces, meaning you're not offending them by being in close, they're in your personal bubble of friends because we're in a pandemic, you've cleaned your hands, you've done all the things, and you are using common sense. If you are going to try and put a clothespin on this pocket, please use some common sense. Don't pick someone that you want to, if you have an ego battle or you want to prove something to this person, don't do it. It's not worth your time. You want to do this with friends. You're going to take the clothes peg, place it on there. I dare say, if you want to turn it into a bit of a magic trick that they know you're there, beforehand you can load the clothespin. You can take one out and have it blank. So you can write something that you decided to put on the clothes peg. You can take the clothes peg, you can make it vanish, and then show you snuck it on them without them knowing. A fun little trick that allows you to get in close to people's spaces. In the next episode, we'll be doing something similar with coins, but that will get you closer to people's watches. But I want to keep these options open for you because I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with these. This also works on hoodies, rain jackets, sweaters, sweater vests. You just need a little bit of material for a clothes peg to just grab onto. Doesn't matter where, they'll clip. Have fun with this. Be nice. Do me a favor. If you like what this was, like the video, comment on stuff you want me to work on, steal that bell. And as always, don't forget, I blame Jeremy. Have a good one.